This place smells like booze and sex. That's why I always come.
Whoa, hold it right there, stranger. State your name and business. The courier? Ain't you that courier fella? The real courier? Ah, all right. So, you're here to sign up for a tour of the frontier? It's a bit complicated. But if you want to know the full story, then I hope you are prepared for all of the risks. The frontier is a very unforgiving environment. All right, talk to Lieutenant Gray in the tent. He'll get you sorted. Hey, Quinn, ain't that useless jesterhead in Baker Company calling himself the courier? Has a scar on his dome, too?
Yeah, I told everyone he was famous or something. Last time I checked, the only thing he was good at was scrubbing the floors.
All right.
Yes? Really? Well, I might just hit my daily quota after all. I'm curious. You're obviously not one of these brain-dead grunts, or your typical merc. Why would you want to go to... Huh. I figured you'd be interested in the pay, which is 2,000 caps. Well, I've always thought that a good soldier's an honest soldier. I've heard about squads getting wiped out because some pig-headed sergeant couldn't admit she was wrong. Idiot! Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. That's just what I've heard. Fire away. Keep in mind that I can only provide information on a need-to-know basis. Well, to be clear, we're not really a part of the NCR anymore. We're exiles. We moved to the frontier to get away from the NCR and the Mojave. We chose to make camp in the frontier due to it being a pre-war city, rich with resources that we would like to make good use of. But, as of lately, we have been having trouble with the Legion who managed to organize the locals against us. Aside from freezing weather and a bunch of lunatics trying to carve you into pieces, not much. Just do as you're told. What else? That would be General Blackthorne. He was the one who led us to the frontier. I've known Blackthorne for quite some time. He's a top-notch tactician, and you'll never find a more dedicated soldier. But more importantly, he cares about his soldiers. He cares about them more than the NCR ever have. His men trust him, enough to follow him into hell. So what do you say, soldier? Ready to give a good old-fashioned ass-kicking to the frontier and the lead? I got it. The military life isn't for everyone. The sooner you take care of business there, the sooner you're back to your normal life here. If it takes 3 days, then congratulations. You've completed the shortest. The brass just want this done. The sign-on contract is different from the ones we use for regular enlistees. Look it over. There aren't any clauses about desertion. Just get the job done, get the caps. If you waste our time, we'll waste yours. So, what do you say, soldier? Well, a soldier's... Now that you're working for the Frontier NCR, you're going to need a uniform. Long-term or short-term, brass demands that all troopers be geared with standard NCR equipment. It's supposed to promote order and unity, or some kind of feel-good crap like that. Here, take this. Now... A well-rounded weapon, that is. You're all set. And remember, there won't be any return trips to the... going to be a long trip to the frontier. I suppose I could help pass the time by telling our full story. Well, our story mostly began a few years ago, during Operation Sunburst. It was our mission to take Helios 1 from the Brotherhood of Steel.
This is it, boys. 10 men are finally on the defensive. It's hard to see with this fog, but things are looking up for us. You could say looking bright. Get it?
I'm glad your marksmanship is better than your sense of humor, Prof. Maybe we should just send you down there to tell jokes. We hold Elijah 5 minutes till he surrenders.
After fighting for 5 damn long years, if we win this fight, we get to go home. I've been dreaming of this day forever.
Hey, Gray. What are you doing again after all this?
To be honest, I figure I'll be better off just staying in the army. There really isn't anything or anyone for me back home.
Gray, you're batshit crazy. But that's why we love you, man. Isn't Hardcase doing the same thing?
Yep, he's going to stay in the NCR military.
Oh, I'll settle for a comfy bed and not having to fend off rad scorpions every time I get up to take a piss.
And eat something besides NCR dog chow?
Oh, hell yeah.
Boys, let me tell you something. I mean, yeah, sleep and food are definitely good. But I got myself a pretty girl back at home. I've been looking forward to this for a real long time now. You know, I think when I get back, I'm gonna ask that girl to marry me. I even bought this here ring for her. So, you know, might as well go for it, you know what I mean?
All right, Nomad. Taking the plunge.
Holy shit! That must have cost you a year of salary.
Nomad. You're trading one conscription for another, man. Not me, let me tell you. Too many pretty faces out there for me to just pick one.
Hey, Gray. Can you do me a favor?
What is it?
If something happens to me, could you send this ring to my girl? The address is on my wheel here. I don't just isn't it easy to do it.
You're going to see her again. Don't worry.
Yeah, but just give me a word, right?
If it will ease your mind, pal, you got it. But after this battle, you owe me a beer.
Fair enough.
General, sir.
Each team has the interior covered. Get back out there and secure that door.
Gray, there is no easy way to say this. The NCR hospitals and their staff are currently overwhelmed. If they are too injured, you need to put them down. We have too many injured. We don't have the resources to take care of them all. If you find anyone beyond saving, you need to put them out of their misery.
I don't like it either, but it's an order, soldier. We just don't have the men and supplies for all of the wounded. You are giving them a merciful death, if it makes the task any easier on your conscience. As for you, General Oliver's promised me this'll be your last fight. After we clean up here, we're to report to Camp McCarran to receive you and your men's discharge papers.
Is there a problem? If you can't order your men to do it, then I will. Do you understand? Remember, your boys are going home after this.
Get it done, Gray.
You sure about this, Gray?
Absolutely, sir. There is nothing back for me at home.
You don't even like the NCR.
Well, I figured I'll probably learn more under you than herding cattle back up north. Don't worry. I've made up my mind. Besides, sir, who's going to watch your back?
I'm glad you decided to stick around longer. I hope you'll see the NCR isn't all that bad. Hey, you wanna head... This better not be another false alarm.
I think something's really going on.
Hey, Sergeant!
General, sir.
What's all this about?
We have received reports that the Legion is invading east of the Colorado. Fort Aradash has already been lost.
What? No, not already.
The Legion? Aren't they just some primitive tribals?
We need to go see General Oliver. Come with me.
Elias? Is that you? Damn good timing. I need you and your men to reinforce Hoover Dam. We've gotten reports that...
With all due respect, Lee, I'm not here for that. I'm here for my men's discharge papers.
Discharge papers? Ah, yes. You're in charge of the conscripts.
They're soldiers, not conscripts. They fought and died for a cause not of their own. It's time we let them go. You promised them at the conclusion of the Brotherhood of Steel war, they would have earned their freedom. Once I give them their discharge papers, I can lead another detachment to Hoover Dam.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm sure you've heard by now. The Legion is trying to push their way into the Mojave. We need every damn soldier we can get to defend Hoover Dam.
Listen here! These men were promised that they would be free. I gave them my word. You gave them your word. How can I look them in the face and promise them death instead of freedom? How the hell can I do that, Lee? We've got to let them go!
I understand how you feel, but we need those men, Elias.
You have others, Lee. contact the goddamn hub if you have to!
I shouldn't have to tell you that our presence in the Mojave is on the brink of collapse. We lost too much with the war and the Brotherhood. I need your men to immediately reinforce Hoover Dam. That's an order.
I'm through taking orders from you, Lee. I'll take this up with Kimball.
This is Kimball's orders. I've only been relaying it to you. I'm sorry, Elias, but you should be proud. Who would have thought a bunch of ragtag group of conscripts would become such an effective fighting force? You did a damn good job with them.
They should be going home, not off to another goddamn war. They've sacrificed enough.
I understand, but we all have our duties. You can't just abandon them. Where do you think you're going, Blackthorn? We're not finished here. If you walk out on us now, it will be desertion.
What are we going to do now?
Get the men together.
For Hoover Dam, sir?
No. I'm leaving this republic. Let them fight their own battles.
But they'll hunt you down for desertion.
That's why I need to go somewhere far. Far enough that the NCR wouldn't risk coming after me.
What about the rest of the men? Are you going to take them along with you?
They can come if they so choose. I'm not going to force anyone to join me in my desertion. This is something I believe I must do.
You can always count on me to follow your lead, sir. But where exactly are you planning on going?
I know of a place far up north. A very cold and unforgiving place, but mostly untouched by scavengers. It would be an ideal place for us to carve out a frontier for ourselves. I can only hope that this will become the driving force that will one day return to the Republic and set things right.
You. I heard you're the courier. Interesting. You'll be reporting to Camp Phoenix. I hope you're...
Think. Beauty, isn't she? Powder stumpets here. What did you think I was talking about? My handsome face? This beauty here is Brunhild. I vowed for you will one day take me to Valhalla. But until then, I'll be using her to clean up the frontier. I just need someone to man this minigun turret so we can do some serious. So what do you say? Boulder's bravery, that we'll be mowing down some scabs who've been climbing onto the highway overpass. They've been camping up there and taking pot shots at us in the airport. Do a quick flyby and turn them into Swiss cheese. Get them all, there'll be a bone.
wouldn't happen to be the courier of the Mojave. Huh, I thought so. Cough up, hotshot.
You don't look like much. You seem a little short for the legendary courier of the Mojave.
Hotshot. The courier is the courier. Betting 200?
Shit. This ain't fair.
You were the one who made the bet. Plus, you paid me first. I won't tell Mouse about this. You were already in money.
There is no way this is the courier, man. I'm telling you. I have these special senses. I can feel it in me. No way in hell this is the courier.
Hey, I'm Hardcase, leader of Wolfpack. This asshole here is Hotshot. I'm telling you, this is the courier.
That ain't the courier.
Mind telling me why the hell you... After a week here, you're quickly gonna realize that I saw troopers here try paying the drivers to take them back to the Mojave. Unfortunately, they were immediately arrested and executed for attempting to desert. If anyone is going to make it out of here alive, it's...
This dude is doggone crazy.
Well, my poor misguided friend here doesn't seem to believe you are the courier. I say you beat his high score in the shooting games to make him believe that you are the courier.
100 bottle caps on this asshole not beating my You a cocky little bastard, ain't you? You're on. I'll bet 50 cats this punk can't beat my score. No, scratch that. Make it 100.
You don't even have a bottle cap. Hey, why don't you meet us at the shooting range? Maybe you can teach Hotshot to put his money where his mouth is.
Yes, what is it?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just... Tiberius Rancor, Blackthorn's second in command. I'm not really sure. He's also well known for being a tough commander. Yeah, that's him. Weird. Me? I'm just a soldier. Though I do some courier work on the side. It's bad. Real bad. We're holding our own against the Legion, but we've been using mass graves for a while now. Things would... They're an elite unit made up of 4 people. Hardcase, AJ, Mouse, and Hotshot. They're the best of us, and have been key in pushing the Legion back. You...
Hey, I know you. You're the... I hope that zombie hasn't been feeding you lies about me. People around... Yeah, the ghoul. I think he calls himself Freak Show now. He just loves to spew lies about me, make me sound like I'm in case he tells you otherwise. I was once like the others here, an ordinary soldier conscripted to fight the Brotherhood. But when I was assigned to General Blackthorn, that's when I realized I was no ordinary... It is in this frigid wasteland that I will become a legend. I'm a pilot, same as Roach. Doesn't matter what it is. Bombing runs, transport, recon, we can get it done. I chose the nickname myself, after the deadliest animal to ever live. Tigers had claws sharper than a deathclaw, a stare meaner than a super mutant. They had massive wings, tentacles that can break your neck, and late. A part of me is glad they died out, but another part of me wishes I could have... The zombie did. I usually don't pay much attention to what he says, but he was the... Really? Well, that sucks. At this point, I'm committed to the name, but here's a little something for telling me the truth. I couldn't ask for a better wingman. He can keep up with me no problem, and he hates the zombies just as much as I do. Okay, that was a bit harsh. Well, whether you think you need me or not...
So, you're the courier. I never thought I'd see you in person. And I'm glad to see... I'm Roach. Oh yeah, that. Some raiders came by my family's homestead and shot up the place. It never healed. I've got nothing against them personally. I'm not racist. Tiger's the racist. He hates schools for no reason. I just don't trust them because they emit radiation all the time. Wait, really? Oh crap, now I feel like an idiot. A lot of people here will give you long-winded stories about why they joined. I probably would have stayed in California if Tiger hadn't convinced me. I'll be the first to admit he's a bit of a blowhard, but he has the skills to back it up. With him as my... I'm a pilot, same as Tiger. Sigurd may have more kills than us.
Hey there, courier. I'm... monsters. That's the best way to describe them. They rape and murder entire villages of people for no reason. They're a bunch of rabid dogs. We used to be conscripts in the NCR army. We survived against the Brotherhood, only for our leaders to turn around and try and send us... Blackthorn had no intention of following that order. Once we defeat the Legion, we'll leave this place behind. Well, the NCR, you know, is spread thin and giving people secondhand gear. But our dominance is mostly thanks to our location. During the Great War, the frontier was a staging ground for the US military. They may be gone, but they left behind all the equipment and vehicles they stockpiled here. Now we have tanks, howitzers, even gasoline. The only caveat is that the Legion also has access to these stockpiles. Heck yeah, I am. I fired my first rifle when I was only 10. For most of my career in the NCR, I served as a designated marksman. They even issued me a .50 caliber sniper rifle during the Brotherhood War that could blow a hole straight through the armor of... I still have the rifle, though. He's a great leader and an even better general. He knows when to stick to orders and when to loosen up.
Hustle up, Brooks! You're moving too slow!
If you have something important, it's for their own good. The frontier's a rough place and my troops need to be at their best. It's not as bad as it was in the Brotherhood Wars. The NCR often treated us like cannon fodder, but under General Blackthorn's command, the casualties have been low. The alternative would have been to stay in the Mojave fighting the Legion over some pre-war day, while under a president who doesn't even give a damn. The resources we've gathered from the frontier already outweigh the value of... General Blackthorn knows what he's doing. His men wouldn't have... Warrant Officer Troy Parks. But most just refer to me as Officer Park. It is my duty to make sure these troops make it back home alive. We're not all here to die in some grandiose war. Most soldiers often die from a lack of shelter, and in a place like the frontier, I'm determined to see my troops make it out of here alive. I expect I'll see you again out on the field.
Hey there. I haven't seen you around here. I'm Sergeant First Class Rico Delgado of the Wolfpack. Nice to meet you. You don't look like the usual grunts who come off the trucks. You look... It's an ironic name I use to fool my foes into underestimating me. You wouldn't expect someone with a name like Mouse to be some big grizzly veteran. They're good soldiers. I've been a member of the Wolfpack a long time. I try not to get too attached to the new members. It just makes it easier to deal with, you know. As the oldest member of the Wolfpack, I mostly advise other members. I hope this war comes to an end soon.